It's time for Wenatchee Panther Wrestling on the NCW Life Channel. High school sports on the NCW Life Channel is brought to you by The Walkabout Grill in Wenatchee and Leavenworth. TC Slingers, they'll place the material for you. Confluence Health, Wenatchee's premier treatment center. Les Schwab Tires in Wenatchee and East Wenatchee. The Windmill Restaurant in Wenatchee. And the Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club. Now, let's head to the Wenatchee High School Gymnasium with NCW Life Sports Director Eric Granstrom.
Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wenatchee High School as we get ready for this match where something's got to give. It's the 0-4 Wenatchee Panthers playing host to the 0-4 Eisenhower Cadets. And, somebody's going to come out here with a win. It's also senior night for very few of these Wenatchee wrestlers, and they hope to put on a good show for the crowd here tonight. The crowd's already cheering for Eisenhower during the junior varsity matches. We have the varsity matches straight away, and we'll talk to Ed Valdez, the head coach of Wenatchee, about the match. Not only that, but we're going to talk about the season and as they get to the home stretch. That's coming up next as we come to you live from Wenatchee High School. It's wrestling tonight here. Wenatchee hosting Eisenhower coming up next on the NCW Life Channel. The pre-match show continues here on the NCW Live Channel as we get ready for this matchup between Eisenhower and Wenatchee on this Wednesday night, kind of an odd night for a wrestling match. Coach Ed Valdez joining us. And our talk with the coach is brought to you by TC Slingers. No need for wheelbarrows or rakes or shovels. They'll place the material for you. Well, Coach, we're getting towards the latter stages of the season. It's the dog days of January. How's the team holding on?
You know, we're improving. We did have a rough weekend, so we'll see how we rebound from that. Eisenhower and Wenatchee are the two teams without a win on the season, and we're looking forward to battle with them, and hopefully we can come out on top this time.
What's the message in the wrestling room for your kids when, you know, as a team it's been kind of a struggle, there have been personal successes along the way. What do you do as a coach in that circumstance?
Well, you just try to improve each day. You try to instill in them that each day is a different day. Each day is an opportunity to improve a little bit more and get better at skills as well as conditioning, and just try to just keep going forward and look forward to the postseason and advancing on to the regional tournament, and then see what you can do to go to state.
And as a person who comes from a wrestling family or wrestling town, there's so many things that they probably won't glean now, but later in their life, when it's the toughest times to get out there on the mat, that's when they're going to be able to draw on that the most in their life later.
Absolutely. I try to relate things, everything to life, and try to tell them that, the rest of the kids in the school are sitting at home, watching TV, playing video games. You guys are here running 2 or 3 miles and then beating each other up and then running sprints. So, you're doing a little bit more for yourself. If you can get through this, you can get through anything in life. So that's kind of the way we look at things.
There was a great message I overheard you talking to one of your female wrestlers about making weight and about not letting that rule her life. I thought that was huge.
Well, I think that kids get really caught up in trying to make weight sometimes, and it's a matter of just being disciplined and managing, yourself. I don't know how disciplined everyone is this day. I know that I've lost a little bit of my discipline over time, but these young kids, you try to instill that, it's nothing more than managing your school, your weight, and your practice time and your free time so that it works out best for you. And weight is one thing no one else has to do in high school athletics, and it's a little bit difficult sometimes. And she missed weight last week at a big tournament on the second day of the tournament. We talked about it, and she's learned from it. And I think she's still learning from it, but she's still asking questions. So we'll get through it together.
That's great. Finally, senior night tonight. For these wrestlers that have been with you all 4 years, tonight's kind of a bittersweet night, isn't it?
Absolutely. You always really learn to appreciate these kids after 4 years, no matter what you think of them when you first meet them in their freshman year. The ones that stick it out in this sport become lifelong friends. I know that in Wenatchee I have a lot of lifelong friends. You know, one of them's coaching at Eastmont, and you know, you just start off, you take off when you see somebody again, just like it was the practice room. So there's a lot of friends out there, and it's sort of a subculture that a lot of people don't understand, but we all really do get along.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, best of luck tonight against Eisenhower. Keep everybody healthy, most importantly, and we'll talk to you later on.
Thank you very much.
Ed Valdez joining us here on the pre-match show. We'll come back with the lineups and get you ready for wrestling tonight here on senior night at Wenatchee High School right after this on the NCW Life Channel. Welcome back here to Wenatchee High School. You see the seniors and their parents out on the mats as we welcome you back here inside Wenatchee High School, getting ready for this match here between the Panthers and the Eisenhower Cadets. The senior night ceremony taken care of, flowers handed out to the moms, and now the announcements of our lineups here. And let's take a look at it. Both Eisenhower and Wenatchee, we mentioned 0-4 on the season. The lineups announced by head coach Albert Cadenas of Ike and Ed Valdez of Wenatchee. We'll start things off at 126 pounds. It'll be senior Eric Chavez for Eisenhower and junior Jacob Tumeneng for Wenatchee. At 132 pounds, it's freshman Alex Cardenas for the Cadets and freshman Leo Gutzweiler going for the Wenatchee Panthers. At 138 pounds, it's Damian Pacheco, a junior for Ike, and Alan Swan, a sophomore for Wenatchee. That's at 138. At 145 pounds, it's junior Eric Contreras for Eisenhower facing Jordan Velasquez for Wenatchee at junior. 152-pound match will feature sophomore Miguel Villegas for Eisenhower against Orlando Rodriguez for Wenatchee, who is a sophomore. 160, it's senior Tony Barajas for Eisenhower against senior Pedro Acevedo for Wenatchee. 170 will feature sophomore Dustin Case for Ike against Kean Davis, a senior for Wenatchee. Martin Jimenez will wrestle at 182 pounds for Eisenhower. He's a senior. He'll take on Lucas Carranza of Wenatchee, a sophomore. The sophomore Luis Benito gets the start tonight at 195 pounds for Eisenhower. He'll go up against Jose Galarza for Wenatchee, a senior celebrating senior night here tonight. At 220, it's junior Riley Hansen against sophomore Andy Jimenez Manriquez for Wenatchee. At 285, freshman Damian Ramirez for Ike will face Eli Oliveras for Wenatchee. He, too, is a freshman. 106-pound Pascual Mendoza will get a forfeit tonight for Eisenhower as Wenatchee could not fill the weight. In the 113-pound match, we've got a couple of gals that'll take center stage under the light here tonight as Sandra Rodriguez, a senior for Eisenhower, will face Kelsey Ibarra, a sophomore for Wenatchee. And boy, has she improved as the season has progressed. 120-pound match will also be a forfeit in favor of Eisenhower as Adrian Godinez will get the forfeit as Wenatchee could not fill the weight. So that's our lineups. The assistants for Eisenhower, Jared Dobby, Ricardo Acevedo. The girls' coach is Isaac Cunningham. Meanwhile, for the Wenatchee Panthers, Ed Valdez is assisted by Dustin Fisher, Luis Perez, Joe Cordes, and Jake Gutzweiler. Those are the lineups. We're about ready for wrestling. We've got our anthem to take care of. We will do that coming up next. After this 90-second timeout, we'll get you ready for wrestling tonight on the NCW Life Channel. It's the Panthers and the Cadets coming your way next. Anthem taken care of tonight here on senior nights at Wenatchee High School. Something is going to give. It's Eisenhower 0-4, Wenatchee 0-4, both tied for 6th in the Big Nine standings right now. It hasn't been for a lack of trying for either club, as Wenatchee had a couple of close matches, falling to Davis by 9 points. Also, of course, falling to Eastmont here earlier this season. Hoping to get a win here tonight against Eisenhower. Talking with Coach Valdez before the ball game, and Ed had some pretty good confidence coming into this one here tonight. Sunnyside on top of the league standings at 5-0. Moses Lake 5-0 on the season. West Valley 3-2. Davis 3-3. Eastmont 1-4. And as we mentioned, Wenatchee Eisenhower both 0-4 on the season. So here we go. Thanks for joining us. I'm Eric Grandstrom with your play-by-play. Eric Chavez, a senior for Eisenhower. Jacob Tumening, a junior for Wenatchee in our first match of the night at 126 pounds. The official tonight, Jerry Insel, is taking care of things out there on the mats. A shot by the Eisenhower wrestler Chavez and a good counter by Tumening, and the wrestlers go out of bounds. No advantage, and so they'll both be on their feet as they come back to center mats. Appreciate you joining us here on Local Tel Channel 12. Another good shot there for Chavez, but a good counter by Tumening. So it's shoot, counter, Tumening trying to cover the hips there after another shot by Chavez. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but Ensel, the official over there, saying for both wrestlers, get back to the center since you're both on your feet. Let's get back to the middle of things. Both wrestlers kind of shot at the same time there. Heads almost collide. Pretty decent crowd here on senior night tonight for this matchup between the Cadets and the Panthers. And a beautiful move by Tumening, gets a 2-point takedown. He's got that arm still. Had it in the hammerlock, but then lost it. Reaching up for a wrist ride here. Got both legs shot in. Jacob Tumening, a junior for Wenatchee, on top of the match, 2-0, and literally on top here of Eric Chavez, the senior for the Cadets, with 30 seconds left in this first round. 3 2-minute rounds here in high school wrestling. Chavez reaches down, grabs a hold of that leg. Now trying to take advantage as Tumening a little bit off balance here, but Tumening able to break the hips down again. Keeps that leg, steps through, now tries for the crossface with 7 seconds left here in this first round. Now sticks his head in the side, maybe looking for a near side cradle. And a reverse attempt at the buzzer. No advantage, no escape. So 2-0 our score. After one round here, Jacob Tumening leading Eric Chavez. Our broadcast tonight here on the NCW Life Channel brought to you in part by Walkabout Grill in Wenatchee and Leavenworth. Take a walk on the wild side. And Wenatchee Valley YMCA for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. It's the Wenatchee Valley YMCA.
Pressure and hard.
Love the spotlight here at Wenatchee High School. Reminds me back in the day at Cedar-Woolley, where I grew up, went to high school, big wrestling town there. Of course, we were out at Eastmont last night for another big wrestling town with Moses Lake in town. And the Chiefs winning 9 matches in a row to erase an early deficit. And a spin out and a nice job by Chavez to get the escape here. As he closes the gap here, it's now 2-1, Tumening on top. Jacob backs up to the center of the mat, and they'll do work on their feet again. Both wrestlers adept at the counter. There's a shot by Chavez and the counter by Tumening, and trying to get the advantage here. See if both wrestlers come back towards center mat. 1 minute left here in the second round with Tumening on top, 2-1 in this first match of the night at 126 pounds. Shot again, and Tumening takes advantage. Had the 2, and now possibly a reversal. Let's see what the official calls here. And it is a reversal, 2 points. So we'll check the scoreboard here. Right now it says Tumening is on top, 4-3 over Eric Chavez.
Time on that.
So Tumening will be down here with 45 seconds left in the second round, leading it by 1. Good match to start the night here at 126 pounds. Alex Cardenas and Leo Gutzweiler waiting on deck here in this match here tonight. Whistle blows. Wrestlers begin, and look out. Dangerous hold there. As Eric Chavez had the legs both legs, and then standing up was Jacob Tumening. That's a dangerous hold, so the official wisely stops the action here, and Jerry Ensel says, all right, let's try this again. Reverse attempt on the sit out by Tumening, and up to his feet. Now breaking him back down is Chavez with 31 seconds left in the second round. Tumening working from the bottom here. Got to be careful. He's got that arm barred up, looking for exposure points here. Tumening, meanwhile, trying to reach back and maybe get a reversal with Chavez on his back. No advantage, no near fall points. Chavez going to try to bar them both up here, get the double arm bar. See if he can walk it around. Only 4 seconds left in the round, however. He does get it worked over, but no points given on a near fall. He did not get him tipped over. Nice job by Tumening to battle back there. And so it is a 6-3 advantage for Tumening. Both wrestlers going to be up here to start this third round. Jacob Tumening for Wenatchee at 126 pounds, leading, trying to give Wenatchee an early advantage here in the first match of the night. Chavez circling to his right. Both wrestlers locked up. Now the shot by Tumening and the counter by Chavez. Both wrestlers back to their feet.
You gotta set it up, you can't telegraph it. Snap.
Chavez with the shot. Tumening with the counter. And no advantage. Tumening tried to take advantage of Chavez being slow to get to his feet. 1:10 left in the match. 6-3 Tumening on top. Chavez trying to figure out a way to get the advantage here, get a takedown and some near fall points to close the gap, trailing it by 3. Tight match here. Shot by Chavez. Got the leg, reaching for it with his other leg. The whizzer thrown in there by Tumening, but a 2-point takedown going to be whistled here for Chavez. It's a 6-5 contest with 43 seconds left. Chavez looking for the half. Tumening cut back to his feet, or back to his base, that is. Chavez trying to tip him over. Tumening looking for the reversal. Both wrestlers on their mat here with 23 seconds left. Leg shot in for Chavez. Tumening trying to counter. Trying a little freestyle. Trying to get some tip points here. 6-5 score. Tumening by 1. 9 seconds left. Can he hold on? Chavez doing all he can from the top. Going to go for the power half. 1 second left, but an illegal hold going to be called. Not an illegal hold, just a dangerous hold. As that arm went a little bit too high towards the head. Shoulder injury could possibly happen. So the official, Jerry Ensel, says, hang on, 1 second left. And the buzzer will sound. What a good match for our first one out of the box here tonight, as Jacob Tumening gets the victory by a final of 6-5 over Eric Chavez, holding on for the victory here for the Wenatchee Panthers. That gives Wenatchee the early lead here over Eisenhower, and the team score 3-0. Now we head to 132 pounds. It's Alex Cardenas, a freshman for Ike. Leo Gutzweiler, a freshman for Wenatchee. Gutzweiler with a good counter there, almost got himself in trouble early. A long reach for Cardenas and had him cradle up. And let's see, he's going to go for the takedown. He will get the 2-point takedown for Cardenas for Eisenhower. Early lead on the freshman Leo Gutzweiler. Good to see the Gutzweiler family in the crowd here tonight, cheering on their grandson. Leo. It's been a long learning season for Leo Gutzweiler for the Wenatchee Panthers. He's got the arm barred up, does Cardenas. Now trying to tip him. It's an odd way to tip him, but he gets him tipped. Now Gutzweiler going to do all he can to stay alive. A long way to go here. Minute 7 left in the first round. And our official going to give at least a 3 near fall. He's got the 3 fingers up right now. Now the half. It is a 3-point near fall. He changed his grip, so the official says, all right, that's a new hold for a pin move. Leo Gutzweiler arching his back, trying to keep his shoulders off the mats. Ensel comes around, peeking. 35 seconds left. Gutzweiler doing all he can to keep his shoulders off the mats. And a good job by him there. Got to watch that chicken wing. Almost had a chicken wing there. 3-point near fall again as the half is sunk in deep. And here goes Gutzweiler back to the backside again with 17 seconds left. Trying to hold on for dear life. Trailing at 8-0 here in this first round to Alex Cardenas. Cardenas trying to give his team 6 points with a pin. Another 3-point near fall. It's now 11-0. And that's going to be the end of our first round here in this 132-pound match. Choice will be Gutzweiler's. He will defer to the third. And so looking over to his coaching staff is Alex Cardenas. And Cardenas will choose up. (11-0). Cardenas with the lead here over Leo Gutzweiler. Gutzweiler turning towards him, trying to stay on his base here. Trying to break him down is Cardenas. Got that wrist ride, holding on for dear life with his right hand on Gutzweiler's left wrist, and now trying to tip him from there. And he will get tip points again. He will get near fall points coming up against Leo Gutzweiler, trailing it now 14-0 with that 3-point near fall, but he's still got the same hold, so the official hasn't given it to the scores table as of yet. He's got that arm barred up on one side, and now he's going to shoot the half on the other. Changes the hold, so it's a 3-point near fall. 14-0. We're near a technical fall category here if he gets more tip points. Minute 2 left in the round. Leo doing a good job of keeping his base here, but he's got to reach up and try to get that arm free from that arm bar that he's got on the backside. Almost a tip point again here for Cardenas. Good looking freshman here for the Eisenhower Cadets. Gutzweiler to his feet, but then quickly taken back down again by Cardenas with 38 seconds left here in the second round. Leading it 14-0. Now he's got the far side cradled up. Trying to get his knee underneath to be able to tip the other wrestler over. Had to let go of the grip with 21 seconds left. And up to his feet is Gutzweiler. Still fighting here, doing a good job. Holding on to the single leg. Now Gutzweiler needs to get that arm across the face. He's got the back heel. He might be able to get a reversal with 6 seconds left in the round. If he could just reach back with that right arm and get the head, he's not able to do so, but he does stay alive here. Trailing at 14-0 as we'll head to the third and final round. Gutzweiler trailing it, chooses up after deferring his choice in the second round. We got a caution on Cardenas as he didn't quite have his hands and knees separated far enough on the stripes on the mat, so the official gives him a caution and now blows the whistle. Cardenas working from the bottom here in the first time in this match, gets to his feet, gets the escape, and that will be it. A technical fall here with the win 15-0 by Alex Cardenas over Leo Gutzweiler. So the win to Eisenhower here at 132 pounds, and the Cadets take the lead over Wenatchee in the team score 5-3. Next up, a 138-pound match featuring junior Damian Pacheco for Eisenhower and Alan Swan, a sophomore, for Wenatchee. Our broadcast here brought to you in part by the Windmill Restaurant and the Wenatchee Racket and Athletic Club. 2 matches in, 1 win per side, 5-3 our team score with Ike on top. And now a good one here between a junior and a sophomore.
Pacheco with the quick shot and the hoist and the 2-point takedown, and the wrestler's go out of bounds. So Eisenhower showing to be very confident on their feet here in these early matches in the lower weights. Swan is set. Pacheco in the up position, trying to grab that ankle and maybe step through. Now he's got the arm barred up. Tries to work for that half with the right hand, but Swan sitting out. Got his arm free for a moment. Wrestlers near the out of bounds circle on the far side. The official right there. Wrist ride from a top by Pacheco. Looking for the left hand. Now is going to go maybe a far side cradle, but he doesn't really have Swan very well. So Swan spins free, gets the 1-point escape. Good job by Allen there to get himself free. It's a 2-1 contest with Pacheco on top. Now let's see how they do on their feet this time. Pacheco checks the clock, under a minute to go. Also looking at his coaching staff here on the left sideline as we look at it here at the NCW Life Channel. Swan waiting to see what Pacheco's going to do here. Maybe looking for a counter. Pacheco with the deep shot. Got both legs. Now going to pick up, and both wrestlers go out of bounds.
Use your head.
3 feet outside the circle. So the official says, all right, let's head back to center. With 36 seconds, he restarts the match. We're in this first round. 2-1 with Pacheco leading Swan here. Eisenhower over Wenatchee. Pacheco now ties up with 18 seconds. Swan really hasn't done a lot on his feet here as far as any moves, just looking for the counter. And again, he counters on the now 2 legs taken by Pacheco, takes him down to the mat, going to try to get near fall points. Not going to have enough time here with 2 seconds left in the round, and that'll be it. And it's a 4-1 advantage for Damian Pacheco over Alan Swan after 1 round here in this 138-pound match. 14 potential matches here tonight. We've got a couple of forfeits on the way as we head to the latter part of the match. Once they do the weigh-in, which is about an hour before the junior varsity match, they do a draw to determine which weight will go first. They put all 14 weights in a hat, and the weight selected was 126. So we work our way up from there, and then past 285 is getting an escape was Pacheco. Now he leads it 5-1 over Alan Swan. So we'll head up to 285 and then go back to the start at 106. And that's where we'll have our first forfeits, as Wenatchee was not able to fill that weight. 5-1 our score, 1.5 minutes left here in the second round as Alan Swan tries to size up Damian Pacheco. Pacheco on top on the scoreboard. So too is his team, 2 matches into the night, 5-3 over Wenatchee. Again, it's a Pacheco move and then a counter by Swan. Kind of a half attempt at a shot there by Swan. The counter by Pacheco. Swan does a good job of getting his arm out there to stop the hips from countering, but there's a 2-point takedown going to be given here to Damian Pacheco with 47 seconds left here in round number 2. He leads it now 7-1 over Alan Swan. Swan tried to sit into the wrestler atop him. Both wrestlers near the out-of-bounds circle, and the whistle sounds, and so they'll head back to center with Swan on the bottom. Our Concert in the Garden series is coming up tonight here on the NCW Life Channel, thanks to RLS Entertainment. Peter Rivera, former drummer for Rare Earth. That's our concert featured from last summer. Tonight, coming up at 9 on the NCW Life Channel. 30 seconds left in the round as they restarted here. 7-1, Pacheco on top of Swan. Looking for the bar, looking for the half. He gets the arm barred up on the left side. Now the wrist ride on the other with 15 seconds left. Swan gets up to his base. Watch the chicken wing there. A little bit too high on that arm bar. Is that arm, you're supposed to keep it. And we're going to get, I think, a full Nelson. It is a technical violation. A full Nelson going to be whistled against Pacheco here. He'll stop the match with 1 second left in the second round. It's now 7-2. Swan will remain in the down position as the wrestlers are ready. And the whistle sounds, and that's going to be the end of our second round here, with Alan Swan trailing Damian Pacheco 7-2. Swan will again choose down here to start our third and final round. Eric Contreras and Jordan Velasquez coming up next at 145 pounds. Swan tried to sit out again, but breaking his hips down is Pacheco. And we're going to get another illegal hold as he got the full Nelson again. That's another point given to Alan Swan. Now, Damian Pacheco's got to watch himself here. If he has 2 more violations in this round, he loses the match. All the wrestlers are set. Minute 48 to go in this third round. 7-3 now as he's got that half in again. The official watching carefully to make sure he doesn't try to get the full Nelson again. And a roll attempt here by Swan as he is sat out, has the arm. He can stand up now. He's free. Minute 26 left in the round. Now he gets free. It's 7-4 suddenly. So Swan's really got to work on his feet here. As the coaching staff, Head Valdez hops to his feet here and says, hey, my wrestler's got a chance. Minute 5 left in the round. Wrestlers head towards the out of bounds stripe. It's kind of a safety net for a wrestler that might be tiring out there, as Pacheco got poked in the eye there, not purposefully, inadvertent poke in the eye by Alan Swan. Now the shot by Pacheco lifts up. Swan takes him down for the 2-point takedown. He now leads it 9-4 with 45 seconds left. Pacheco's got that half shot in there, and wrestlers are close to out of bounds, and the whistle will sound with 34 seconds left in the round. Swan will be in the down position, trailing at 9-4 to Damian Pacheco. Allen just kind of went down to a hip rather than a full sit out there. Pacheco with the wrist ride, and Swan does a good job getting his arm free. Now back to his knees again, trying to crowd the wrestler behind him. If he holds on to that hand and continues to sit out, he's almost free. Oh, too bad. It is a 1-point escape with 7 seconds left. Had the head and the arm. Pacheco nearly got himself in big trouble there, but the wrestlers were out of bounds. 9-5 the score with 6 seconds left. He's going to look for the head and arm, got to look for a throw here. Does Alan Swan with 2 seconds with 1. He's going to run out of time. 9-5 our final as Damian Pacheco defeats Alan Swan at 135 or 138 pounds here tonight. That'll make it an 8-3 advantage. Eisenhower over Wenatchee. As we'll head to 145 pounds, Eric Contreras, a junior for Eisenhower, against Jordan Velasquez for Wenatchee, also a junior. 145. Here we go. Jerry Ensel sounds the whistle, and we're underway here. A lot of hand fighting and head banging there by Contreras on Velasquez. Velasquez with the purple singlet. The rest of the Panthers with that gold singlet trimmed in purple, but Velasquez old school here for the Panthers. Shot and a counter. Contreras with the shot. Velasquez with the counter and another one right near the out of bounds stripe. No advantage, no points. 28 seconds into this first round. Contreras again reaching out and popping the headgear, and insular official says, yeah, that's about enough of that. Both wrestlers tied up at center mat. Ed Valdez, head coach for Wenatchee, asking for Velasquez to pick up the pace here. Had a great conversation with Ed before the match tonight, talking about the old days of wrestling. And a nice shot and a nice cover here by Velasquez, and a 2-point takedown for Jordan. He leads it 2-0 with 46 seconds left. Now back to his feet, Contreras. Trying to get the escape here, and he does. He will be awarded the escape. It's a 2-1 lead for Velasquez. Contreras tried the wrist drag there, and now both wrestlers nearly out of bounds. Velasquez nearly covered. Got the whizzer in there deep this time, and ooh, if he just could get his feet and make a trip, he could take it right to his back. 21 seconds left in the first round. 2-1, Velasquez on top of Contreras in this 145-pound match. Again, reaching out and grabbing a hold of the arm here with the drag. Now getting the single leg is Velasquez, taking Contreras down, but they're not going to say he was able to cover, so no takedown points awarded. It's a 2-1 differential with Velasquez on top as we head to the second round. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Walkabout Grill in Wenatchee and Leavenworth. Take a walk of the wild side, and the Wenatchee Valley YMCA for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. It is the Wenatchee Valley YMCA. Appreciate you joining us here on the NCW Life Channel on this Wednesday evening. We got a caution going to be called here against the Eisenhower wrestler. Or no, it was on the Wenatchee wrestler. Didn't have his hand quite right on the wrist there. In the up position, and a 1-point escape going to be given here, and we're all tied at 2 between Contreras and Velasquez. So now both wrestlers, here we go with this shadow boxing on their feet. The drag by Contreras. Now he's got the leg. Sprawling out is Velasquez. Reaching underneath. Velasquez certainly has the advantage of the length here. See if he can take advantage. Maybe get a takedown. Contreras trying to do the trip here near side. Both wrestlers out of bounds and no advantage. 2-2 tie with 1:26 left in the second. Eisenhower leading in the team score. 8-3 here in our fourth match of the night. Nice shot in deep on the single leg by Velasquez. Now he's got to crowd him. The official also has to watch that knee so he doesn't bend it too far. Now Contreras got him cradled up just like that. That's how easy it can happen. And the official going to, let's see here. What's he going to do? Is still saying no advantage because Velasquez holding on to that leg. A nice counter by Velasquez after Contreras got the cradle. Both wrestlers, so one escape, but who did he give the takedown to? It's 3-2 on the scoreboard. We got to get this cleared up here with 38 seconds left in the round. Yeah, the coaching staff wants to come over. So did he give a 2-point takedown to Contreras? That's the question. Okay, now they change the scoreboard, so it's 4-3 with Contreras on top. I didn't see him award a takedown. Okay, there we go. So it is correct now with the score 4-3, Contreras with the advantage. So he did give him the 2-point takedown. No near fall points, however. And then the escape given to Velasquez. So 4-3, Velasquez trails it with 30 seconds left in the second. Again with that arm drag, and both wrestlers go out of bounds here. Whistle sounds, and here we go again. Velasquez on the advance. Contreras looked at the shot. Now the counter. Velasquez back to his feet. He's got that whizzer he could possibly use. If he crowds him with that whizzer in and then reaches across with the opposite arm, gets him off balance. But that's a balance game there. Beautiful shot of the single leg here for Velasquez. And he has the 2-point takedown. Do we get any near fall points? There was exposure to the mat, but a 2-point takedown given to Velasquez. So now he leads at 5-4 as we head to the third round of this 145-pound match. How about this one tonight? Velasquez will be down here to start this third round. Reaching back for the ankle is Contreras at the whistle. Reaching up, trying to grab hold of that arm is Velasquez. Doing a good job keeping his base despite the ankle held, and now crowding him was Contreras. Velasquez quickly, though, back to his feet again. Third round, 5-4 the score, and Contreras just turns him loose. So it's now 6-4. Contreras thinking maybe he can take advantage of his prowess on his feet to maybe take Velasquez down and then down to his back. 123 as again a warning from Jerry Ensel on the hand slap by Contreras. Got to keep moving here. You got to keep trying to make a wrestle move. Now the shot by Contreras and the counter by Velasquez with 1:04 left in the round, leading at 6-4. Velasquez still has to be aggressive. Another shot in deep was Contreras. The counter by Velasquez. Just hold on there. He's trying to reach down and pick up that leg. If he keeps the crossface intact, he might be able to cover. But holding on to the left leg is Contreras. Trying to get that leg around to cover the hip and maybe get a 2-point takedown with 38 seconds left. Coaching staffs for both sides hollering instructions to their wrestlers. Velasquez, now Contreras back up to his base. Still no advantage. Still holding on to that single leg. Now Contreras has both. Look out. 2-point takedown. 19 seconds. Now the reversal attempt. They give him 2 points for the reversal. The wrestlers go out of bounds. It's an 8-6 lead for Velasquez. Coming right down to the final seconds of this one. 15 ticks left on the clock. 8-6 Velasquez leading and on top. And a caution given to Contreras, not lined up properly on the mat. Velasquez trying to hold on for 12 seconds here. Longest 12 seconds of your life. To his feet, Contreras looking for the escape. He's got the escape. 5 seconds left. Now the shoot. They go out of bounds with 3 seconds to go. Now Velasquez has not been cautioned for a stall. He just needs to step forward. 3 seconds left. The shot by Contreras. Stall warning is called, but not enough time on the clock. And Jordan Velasquez will hold on for the 8-7 victory here over Eric Contreras. What a match at 145 pounds. That closes our team score to 8-6. Eisenhower on top. As we'll head to 152 pounds. Orlando Rodriguez will go for Wenatchee against Miguel Villegas for Eisenhower. 152. Here we go. And a quick shot by Villegas. Rodriguez sprawls out with the counter. So you see the trend here. The shot, the aggressiveness, and now the aggressiveness might get Rodriguez in trouble here as Villegas has the arm, has the head and arm, but the hips are covered by Rodriguez. Still no advantage. Rodriguez now on top of Villegas. But Villegas holding on to the body. Villegas, now if he could get his head out, will get the 2 takedown. But there's Rodriguez looking to reef on him and get him over. It's a 2-point takedown. Down also near fall points coming. 1:10 left in the round. A long way to go here in a perfect position for Orlando Rodriguez for Wenatchee. The sophomore with the head and arm held on for dear life. Now looking for a pin. Gotta watch his weight, gotta watch his balance. Look out. 3 near fall and a 2-point reversal. So that makes it 5-2 with Rodriguez on top. Villegas now gonna get some tip points as well. Got that arm barred up, and now Rodriguez gonna hold on for dear life with 35 seconds left here in the round. He's got near fall points coming and almost a pin there. Holding on is Rodriguez, getting himself back up on top. Crowding is Villegas. It's a 3-point near fall, so we're tied at 5 with 17 seconds left. Look out, looking for head and arm. Both wrestlers are, as they twist towards the out of bounds with 5 seconds left. Now the head and arm is held by Villegas, looking for the pin, runs out of time, but does get a 3-point near fall. 8-5 our score. What a first round here for Miguel Villegas and Orlando Rodriguez at 152 pounds. Villegas will choose down here in this second round. And again, Eisenhower just not paying attention to where they need to be on the mat, so a caution called against the Eisenhower wrestler. Rodriguez working from the top position for Wenatchee here in this 152-pound match. And again, reaching back for the head, and he's got the head, he's got the arm. Now it's a matter of Rodriguez holding on. It's a 2-point reversal and more near fall points coming. Might be a pin situation here as Villegas reefs up on that arm, reefs up on that head. So tough to arch against it, and a pin going to be whistled here with 1:31 to go in the second round. So give the pin to Eric, or to Miguel Villegas here in the second round with 1:31 left in it. That makes it 14-6 Eisenhower on the team score. And to 160 pounds we go. It'll be Pedro Acevedo for Wenatchee on senior night. The senior will take on a fellow senior from Eisenhower, Tony Barajas. So it's Barajas and Acevedo on the mat now in this 160-pound match. The official checking the tape job on both hands and wrists to make sure that everything's legal. And a 2-point takedown going to be awarded here to Tony Barajas. Acevedo working from the bottom here for Wenatchee. Barajas was looking for that far side cradle. Now looking possibly for a near side cradle. Got himself kind of out of position. Advantage still is to Barajas, says our official, Jerry Etzel. And nearly a 2-point. Nope, they're going to give him one anyway on a escape to Acevedo. So now he trails at 2-1 with 1:08 to go here in this first round at 160 pounds. Acevedo waiting to see what Barajas is going to do here. Barajas looked at the snap down, and now the attempt by Acevedo, countered by Barajas. And again, Acevedo might find himself in trouble here as there's a 2-point takedown awarded. It's 4-1 now, and looking for near fall points. He's going to get some points here as the official waves that hand back and forth, saying that he's past perpendicular with his shoulders to the mat. He's got the head cradled up, reverse. Chest to chest, looking for the pin here with 17 seconds left in the first round. It's a tough position to get the pin. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Hang on, Acevedo. And he does. It will be a 3-point near fall, however, and it will be a 7-1 lead for Tony Barajas as we head to round number 2. Wenatchee's choice, and they will defer. Pedro Acevedo letting the coaching staff help him out there over on the far side. And so Barajas will choose down here to start this second round. 7-1 the score. Barajas on top of Pedro Acevedo. Our official Jerry Ensel doing a great job communicating with the wrestlers before he ever blows his whistle. 1-point escape here for Barajas. Shot by Acevedo. The counter by Barajas. Barajas has his mouth or his chin strap up over his mouth right now. Wrestlers go out of bounds, so they'll head back to center mat here with 1:31 left in round number 2. 14-6, Eisenhower leading Wenatchee here in the match in the team score. And it's Tony Barajas leading Pedro Acevedo 8-1 in this match. As we are edging towards the middle part of round number 2. Hand fighting for both wrestlers. Barajas looking for a right-handed move. Acevedo looking for a left-handed move. And a good shuck there by Barajas. And used Acevedo's aggressiveness against himself. And a 2-point takedown given. 10-1 the score now. As Acevedo got back to his feet. Maybe looking for a roll. Stays on his base now. Barajas looking for some more near fall points. Leading at 10-1 with 35 seconds left as they're near the out of bounds. He's got that half in. Now keeps the arm, but both wrestlers out of bounds, and so they'll head back to center mat. 28 seconds left in the second. Jacob Tumening, if you're just joining us, won the first match of the night 6-5 over Eric Chavez. Alex Cardenas, a 15-0 technical fall over Leo Gutzweiler. Caution given to Acevedo here. Wasn't quite lined up correctly in the down position. And now we've got a caution given to Barajas. It's all about making sure that you're in the proper position before the official can blow his whistle. Now he does with 28 seconds left here in the second. Sit out by Acevedo. And the counter by Barajas comes right over that head, right across the neck, and that makes it tough to breathe and tough to do anything if you're that down wrestler. Now with his arm through, Acevedo, he can reach up for the head with 10 seconds left. If he can get that right arm free, they are going to give him a 2-point reversal. So it's now 10-3. Acevedo trailing it. Maybe looking for more here. It's the end of the second period. Nice job by Pedro Acevedo, as Tony Barajas got up a little bit too high, and Acevedo was able to pull his arm out, and if he just could have got his right hand free to reach up for the head, it may have gotten some near fall points. So here we go to the third round, and it will be Barajas down, Acevedo in the up position. Barajas quickly to his feet, looking for the escape. And dropping down to a leg is Acevedo. The counter by Barajas. That's what you do. Put that arm underneath his armpit and then just lock your hands and reef upwards and try to get that shoulder away. Acevedo turns him loose, and it will be a 1-point escape. It's 11-3 now with Barajas on top looking for the takedown. They're near the out of bounds circle in front of the Wenatchee bench, however. And now Barajas will back up towards the center circle, give himself a little more room to work here. Minute 10 left in this third and final frame. Barajas leading 11-3 in this 160-pound match, and it will be another 2-point takedown for Barajas. 13-3 now, under a minute to go. Acevedo just waiting to see maybe if he can take advantage of another mistake by the wrestler on top. They go out of bounds, and so Acevedo will be down here as they head back to the center circle. We've got blood possibly somewhere as the official looking at the lip of Acevedo says, okay, I don't see any blood, so I guess we're okay. And giving a 1-point escape is Barajas. Verbally just tells the official, I'm letting him loose. So it's now 13-3 with 45 seconds left here in the match. Getting around behind is Acevedo, but then he turns him loose. The wrestlers go out of bounds. They'll head back to the center mat with 36 seconds left in the match. Backing up Acevedo at the whistle. Barajas tying him up. Looking for the step, and the trip was Barajas. Good single leg there by Acevedo, but gave it up and also gives up the 2-point takedown. It's now 15-3 with 15 seconds left. Near the out-of-bounds circle again are the two wrestlers with 7 seconds, with 6. Barajas trying to keep Acevedo on the mat with 2, with 1, and that'll be it. A 15-4 victory by Tony Barajas over Pedro Acevedo. Eisenhower continues to lengthen its lead, adding another 4 team points there. So it's now 18-6 with Eisenhower on top. As we head to 170 pounds, sophomore Dustin Case for Ike against Kean Davis, a senior for Wenatchee here on senior night. So the gals will come out, and there must have been a little blood there. So our timeout on the mat to clean up a little blood from an apparent injury, and our injury timeout brought to you by Confluence Health, Wenatchee's premier treatment center for all sports-related injuries. That's Confluence Health. Dale Blair's crew doing a great job of keeping the mat clean and keeping the wrestlers safe here. And now we're ready to go for this 170-pound match. Kean Davis looking for a win in his final match here on the home mats at Wenatchee High School. Shots was taken by Case, the counter by Davis. Eisenhower obviously taught a lot about the reach out, tap the head, reach out, tap the head. Arm drag there by Case. Davis does a good job with the counter. 40 seconds into this first round, no points yet for either wrestler. Davis, if he keeps that arm in there on that whizzer, now they go out of bounds here near side. No advantage, no points. Dustin Case from Eisenhower, Kean Davis for Wenatchee. Davis with that crossface, but back to his feet is Case, and so Davis turns him loose. They've got the good start to some moves here on their feet. Just can't finish. Shot again on the single leg by Dustin Case. He's got it pretty good, but a good counter here by Kean Davis. Reaching through, grabbing the hip, breaking him down. Now if he can crossface, get the hands broken by the wrestler on the bottom with under 30 seconds to go here, trying to crowd and crowd and crowd and get the hips behind, but no advantage, no points. Scoreless with 16 seconds left in the first round. Davis checks the clock, 7 seconds left. I think we're going to have a scoreless end to this first round. 2 seconds, 1 second. Stall warning whistle given here to Dustin Case for Eisenhower. So we'll head to the second round, and the choice will be to, I think it should be Eisenhower on the choice here. And it will be Dustin Case choosing down here to start this second round. Scoreless after 1. In this 170-pound match. Again, a caution given to the bottom wrestler for Eisenhower. You got to have your knees behind the back stripe and your palm of your hands, the heel of your hand in front of the front strike. Pretty simple. And it's just a matter of paying attention to detail. Both wrestlers head towards out of bounds, so we might be back to the center circle soon, and we are. $170-pound match. Dustin Case of Eisenhower, Kean Davis of Wenatchee. No score. 9 seconds into the second round. Trying to make the reversal here is Case. They will give him a 1-point escape. So here we go back to the feet again. We've had one stall warning whistled against Case on his feet in the first round. If he stalls again, then that'll be a point to Davis. Davis trailing in here 1-0. So Kean's got to be aggressive. Minute 30 to go in the second round. Case looking for the fireman's carry. Kind of a half-hearted attempt there. Davis trying to keep his head clear. Now shucks him by, reaches for the single leg. Now looking to tie him up and a trip attempt by Case. Nothing happening. It's shoot, counter, move, counter. Seeing this all night long with the wrestlers on their feet. Wenatchee not very aggressive on their feet. Waiting more for the move by the Eisenhower wrestler, and then it's about a counter. 48 seconds left here in the second. 1-0 our score with Dustin Case on top of Kean Davis. Case looking for that hand drag again. Davis works it free. Somebody in the crowd behind me saying that the Eisenhower wrestler's backing up again and not making a move. If he doesn't make a move, he could get a stall warning, and it is a stall warning, and it is 1 point for Kean Davis. So we're tied at 1 with 20 seconds left here in the second round. Davis again with the shuck. Case really not doing much. Now the drive. He's got the single leg. Davis trying to counter. Reaching back behind, looking for that ankle to pull the foot up to get him off of his base, but no advantage given and no points. So as we head to the third, we're tied at 1 in this 170-pound match between Dustin Case and Kean Davis. Davis will be down here for the first time in this match, starting our third round. And a caution going to be given to the Eisenhower wrestler. You got to cover the center of the back by the top wrestler and have your hand on the abdomen wrapped around underneath. One hand's got to be on the elbow, the other on the abdomen. Whistle sounds. We're underway here in this third round of this 170-pound match. All tied at 1. Kean Davis trying to get up to the 4-post. Turns, crowding, and got the reversal and a cradle. Looking for the pin here. He leads it 3-1 with 1:28 to go. Trying to readjust here. Dustin Case in danger. Trying to break the cradle, and Kean Davis got to watch his balance there. Still has the hold, so the official has not awarded the near fall points yet. He has that coming at least. Tips him again. Case working from the bottom, trying to get him off balance. Kean Davis still holding as he looks up at the scoreboard, realizes he's got a full minute to go. Looking for the pin. He's got it. Kean Davis with the pin in the third at 170 pounds over Dustin Case.
At 182 pounds, Lucas Carranza.
Nice job by Kean Davis to work the victory there and bring our team score to a 12-18 differential, with Wenatchee trailing it by 6 as we head to 182 pounds. Martin Jimenez for Eisenhower, Lucas Carranza for Wenatchee. Again, Eisenhower leading it 18-12 as we head to 182 pounds. Martin Jimenez with the shot. Carranza with the counter. That theme working itself through all night long here for these wrestlers. Looking for the Wizard. Got him over on his backside. Does Carranza. Jimenez in trouble. First round, 182 pounds. Carranza got the 2-point takedown. Looking for the pin here. Got to watch his balance. Got to watch his balance. Doesn't really have his head. You got to hold on to the head. And now taking to his back. Now it's a 3-point near fall. Carranza, look, and the counter by Jimenez. Looking for the head and arm. Both wrestlers are up. Ed Valdez telling Carranza to stop wrestling like a bull. 5-1 is the score. So the 2 takedown and the 3 near fall for Carranza and the 1 escape for Jimenez. That's our scoring so far, minutes nearly into this first round. And a 2-point takedown to Carranza again for Wenatchee. Now got to work for the power half on the left side. Got to keep his hips on top of him, however. All about fundamentals. Break him down, then make your move. Cover the hips. Got it barred up. Now he's got a chance to work him over, but I got to keep him down off of his base. So he'll back up, cover the hips. Good job there by Carranza. 30 seconds left here in the first round. Exciting one here so far. 8-2, Carranza on top of Jimenez. Both wrestlers trying to collect their breath right now with 20 seconds left in the first round. Carranza on top, breaks the hips down again of Jimenez. Looking for the arm bar possibly on the near side, on the left side. Got it barred up, has the far wrist, but then tries to walk it over without having him down on his base. That's usually not going to get it. And the horn will sound to end the first round with Carranza on top of Jimenez, 8-2. And looks like we've got contact possibly that came out. It is a contact lens that came out for Martin Jimenez. Hands it to his teammates over there. The choice was to Carranza. He chooses up. So the big thing he's got to be careful about here is a throw. The shots by Jimenez, the counter with the Wizard. Now he's got that power half turned on. Now he's got him tipped over, got a 2-point takedown, looking for the pin. And it's a pin for Carranza. 14 seconds into the second round. Win by pin for Carranza, and the match is tied at 18, just like that. We'll head to 195 pounds now. It'll be Jose Galarza, senior night for the senior, against a sophomore Luis Benito for Eisenhower. Galarza, Benito. Here we go, 195. Two wrestlers very similar in height here. Galarza a little more experience.
Keep stalking it. He's backing up. Keep stalking it.
Benito backing up off the mat, and thought we might get a stall warning there because he's been on the back pedal throughout this first few seconds of this first round, and now we're going to get a stall.
Hey, keep pressuring
Against Benito as he backed straight out of the circle, says our official Jerry Ensel. He backed up again. He's going to give up a point here pretty quick.
Snap.
Galarza looking for the shot here, or maybe looking for the throw. Benito, at least here in the early going, looks to be on the defensive here to the elder Wenatchee wrestler. Minute into this first round. No points for either wrestler so far. And Galarza looking for a throw here, looks to me like, and now we're going to get a whistle and another stall. Jerry Itzel saying we've gone 1 minute 10 seconds and not a single shot by either wrestler. That's a good point. And he could give stalls to both wrestlers. Now the shot and the cover and a 2-point takedown for Galarza. Galarza looking for the power half here with 30 seconds left in the round. He's got time if he can get him tipped. Looking to drive it in there. Got to watch that shoulder so it doesn't get too far up. The half is in. Now he's reaching around to tip him over with 18 seconds left. 17, 16, and a pin. 3 pins in a row for the Wenatchee Panthers. This one coming with 14 seconds left in the first round. And Jose Galarza gives the Wenatchee Panthers a lead 28-14 as we'll head to 220 pounds. It'll be sophomore Andy Jimenez Manriquez for Wenatchee against the junior for Eisenhower, Riley Hansen. Hansen, Jimenez Manriquez. Here we go, 220 pounds. 24-18, Wenatchee leads in the team count here over Eisenhower. Both teams coming in winless in head-to-head matches this season. That will change when it's all said and done here tonight. Again, that reach out and pop by Hansen and the Eisenhower wrestlers, tapping the top of the head of the opposing wrestlers on their feet. That's fine if you're setting up a shot, but haven't seen that too many times where they reach out, tap the head, and then shoot. Now there's the shots and the counter and the cover and the takedown by Jimenez Manriquez. Minute 7 to go here in the first. Jimenez Manriquez leads it 2-0 for Wenatchee. He's got the leg trapped by his right leg and then reaching up. Much taller wrestler Riley Hansen is. So difficult for Jimenez Manriquez to cover the hips as well as be able to reach up and find the arms to try to make a move here. 51 seconds left here in the first round. 2-0 Jimenez Manriquez on top. Manriquez again grabs that ankle, holding on, trying to break the hips down of Riley Hansen. Hansen up to 1 foot. Jimenez Manriquez got to watch his balance there and not get too high. Hard to cover. I mean, he almost has to stand up to cover the hips. That's how much shorter Jimenez Manriquez is to Hansen. Now he breaks the hips down there. 10 seconds left in the round, but quickly back up to his base is Hansen. Kind of having to work from the side here is Jimenez Manriquez, and that's going to be the end of the first round as the Wenatchee wrestler leads it 2-0 here over Riley Hansen of Eisenhower. Jimenez Manriquez will defer to the next round, and so it's Hansen's choice. He chooses that both wrestlers be up here to start the second. Whistle sounds, here we go. Hansen made the first move in the first round. Jimenez Manriquez countered and was able to get the 2-point takedown. That's our only point so far. 2-0 as we're underway in the second of this 220-pound match here tonight on the NCW Life Channel. Wrestling under the lamp here at Wenatchee High School on senior night. Season winding down. First week of February will be at the MAC Classic in Tacoma. MAC Classic 30. Again, a shot and a counter by Jimenez Manriquez. He gets the 2-point takedown. He leads it 4-0 with 1:15 left here in the second. Riley Hansen reaching up with that left arm, looking for the head. Jimenez Manriquez got to be careful there, and both wrestlers go out of bounds. 1 minute to go here in the second. Jimenez Manriquez leads it 4-0. Trying to throw one leg in on Hansen. Hansen with the roll. Got to be careful. Got the 2-point reversal with 45 seconds left. So for the first time, Jimenez Manriquez working from the bottom here. Hansen getting out to the side, not really covering the hips. Now looking for the far side cradle with 30 seconds left here in round number 2. Jimenez sat out for a moment. Back to his base. The official pulls the whistle out. Tinsel says, got to wrestle here. Not much happening on top or bottom. Jimenez Manriquez to his feet, spins, and a 1-point escape. Leads it 5-2 over Hansen with 5 seconds left here in round number 2. Wrestlers out of bounds, 2 seconds left. Jimenez Manriquez and Hansen seeming to have a couple of words there as they headed back to the center circle. Buzzer sounds, end of number 2. We head to the third round. Jimenez Manriquez will choose down here as it's a 5-2 lead for the Wenatchee Wrestler over Riley Hansen. Jimenez Manriquez adjusting his headgear here, and a caution going to be given here to Manriquez. Didn't have his knee behind the stripe. And now we have a caution on Hansen. Now we're ready. Whistle sounds underway here for the third. 5-2. And right away, Manriquez able to get an escape. So Riley Hansen probably going to look for a throw here as he trails at 6-2. And looking for the cover here on a shot by Jimenez Manriquez. He's got to hold on to that leg if he can. Spinning, got free, no advantage. 1:31 left here in the third. And with the big fellas, this is an eternity. All it takes is one misstep, one mistake, and you could find yourself checking out the lights. I know from personal experience. 6-2, Jimenez Manriquez with the lead here. Checks the clock as they head back towards center circle. Hansen looking for a throw possibly. Here's the shot. Jimenez Manriquez with the counter, and a stall warning going to be given here on Jimenez Manriquez. So he's got to make a move here. 53 seconds left in this match. Hansen approaches. They're near the out-of-bounds circle, so Jimenez Manriquez heads back towards center. Gotta be aggressive. Gotta at least push on him to make it look like you're trying to make a move. 37 seconds left. Jimenez Manriquez, again, not much movement here for the Wenatchee Wrestler. Leading it by 4. Hansen looking for his opportunity. 23 seconds left. Now the shot by Jimenez Manriquez. The official's got to watch for a dangerous hold there. And he covers the hips, gets the 2-point takedown. 8-2 with 10 seconds left. Now Jimenez Manriquez is going to turn him loose with the shot. Steps through, but he's out of bounds. Both wrestlers are up with 2 seconds to go. And both wrestlers are exhausted at this point. Hansen back to center circle. Jimenez. Oh, I thought they were both up. Yeah, they are both up. So Hansen toes the line. Jimenez Manriquez backed up, and 1 point going to be given to Hansen on a stall as he backed out of the circle. 1 second left, however, and that's going to be the match. So it will be a win for Andy Jimenez Manriquez 8-4 the decision over Riley Hansen. So congratulations to Andy Jimenez Manriquez. A win at 220 pounds gives Wenatchee 3 more team points, and they extended here to 27-18 as we'll head to super heavy 285. Damian Ramirez, a freshman for Eisenhower, against the freshman for Wenatchee, Eli Olivares. Only 2 actual wrestling matches to come. We've got 2 forfeits on the way as well. So Wenatchee really needs to get some more points here. Ramirez and Olivares. 2 freshmen out there as Ramirez looking for the trip, looking for the throw. The counter here by Olivares. Olivares has the leg, needs to hold on. They gave up the 2-point takedown. 27-18 our score. 12 points coming here in the next 3 matches on forfeits by Wenatchee. So they really got to get points here from Olivares. Minute 13 left in the first round, trailing it 2-0, and we got an illegal hold here on a full Nelson. 1 point going to be given to Olivares on the full Nelson by Ramirez. So it's 2-1. Damian Ramirez of Eisenhower on top of Eli Olivares for Wenatchee. Whistle sounds. Here we go. Reaching back for the ankle is Ramirez. Trying to work maybe a power half. Now got to watch that full Nelson again. He's got the half in with the right hand. Olivares trying to counter here, get back to his base. 43 seconds left of the first round. 2-1. Eisenhower leading this particular match at 285 pounds. He's got the half in. Gonna tip him over. Look out. Looking for the pin. 30 seconds left here in the round, and the pin gonna be whistled here for Damian Ramirez. 28 seconds left in the first round as Eli Olivares falls by way of pin to Damian Ramirez. That makes it 24-27.
113 pounds.
And it's a forfeit for Pascual Mendoza. So just like that, that gives Eisenhower the lead 30-27. And we'll head to the match here of the ladies at 113 pounds. Sandra Rodriguez for Eisenhower and Kelsey Ibarra for Wenatchee. So even if Ibarra is able to pin here, Wenatchee is going to fall in this match to Eisenhower tonight with another forfeit coming up at 120 pounds. That's too bad for Wenatchee. We'll see if Ibarra, though, can do well in her match against the senior for Eisenhower. Underway here in the first round. The wrestlers go out of bounds. No advantage, so they'll both be on their feet here as they'll restart it with 1:37 to go in the first. Whistle sounds, and neither wrestler moves. There we go. Tying up the head is Ibarra. The shot by Rodriguez. The counter by Ibarra, trying to cover the waist. Got the crossface there. Now got the head and the arm, looking for the leg here, and 2-point takedown going to be given here to Kelsey Ibarra. Still with the leg, though, is Rodriguez. Ibarra crossface, trying to pick up that near side foot and get her leaned over. 1 minute to go in the first round. Now Ibarra just covers and will work from there. Kelsey Ibarra has improved so much this year as a sophomore for Wenatchee High School. Showing it right here with the half in. Sunk in there deep. 41 seconds left. Looking for a pin move on the senior, Sandra Rodriguez. Now the half wrestled out of there by Rodriguez. Reached up, grabbed the fingers, and peeled them off of the back of her head. Not much movement from the wrestler on the bottom here, and so the official says, hey, got to do something. 17 seconds left here in the first. 2-0 the score with Ibarra on top. Ibarra doing a good job of covering, reaching for that wrist ride underneath with 4 seconds, with 3, with 2. Got the half in again, but that's going to be the end of our first period with Wenatchee's Kelsey Ibarra leading at 2-0 over Sandra Rodriguez. Rodriguez will say both wrestlers on their feet with her choice here to start the second. Ibarra the aggressor. Rodriguez backing up. Head snap by Ibarra. Leading at 2-0 here in the second in this 113-pound match. Ibarra with the good tie up here with a head. Now snaps her down to the mat. Now a hand fight going on underneath by Rodriguez. And Ibarra looking possibly for the advantage to shuck her by and cover the hips and get the 2-point takedown. Oh boy, look out here. If she can crowd her, got the 2-point takedown and near full points and possibly a pin move with 1:05 to go. Reefing up on the head is Ibarra for Wenatchee. Looking for the pin, looking to give the Panthers something to cheer about to end the night as she is so close with 52 seconds left. Trying to lean on her chest to chest. Lift up with that left arm underneath the head. Rodriguez trying to stay alive from the bottom. Tough position as she adjusts back again. Trying to put her chest on that shoulder and force her down to the mat with 30 seconds left in the round. Leading it now 4-0. Well, make it 3 more near fall points coming up. And pin! 22 seconds left in the second round. Give the pin to Kelsey Ibarra.
120 pounds.
So that would make it a brief lead for Wenatchee. 33-30. But then a forfeit will give the Eisenhower Cadets the victory by a final of 36-33. So close for Wenatchee to get their first head-to-head win of the season, but so far 36-33 the final. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back and wrap it up here from Wenatchee High School coming up next on the NCW Life Channel.
Welcome back once again here to Wenatchee High School. Tough one here tonight as Eisenhower knocks off the Wenatchee Panthers by a final of 36-33. Now visiting with Ed Valdez. Well, Ed, you had some positive things happen here tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was a good match for the crowd. I wish I had a full lineup. I guess that's the biggest thing. Giving up, 12 points, spotting them, that's tough. We battled with them all the way. We won the matches we were supposed to. They won the matches they were supposed to, and we just didn't come out ahead on the chalkboard there. So
6 different pins for either side tonight. Talk about the match specifically for Carranza there at 182 pounds. You got a little excited there for a minute.
Well, a lot of times if you're so excited that you're just bull rushing like that, it makes it awful tough to really control your emotions, and sometimes you can get tossed right on your back. So you worry about things like that, and then once he settled down, he took control, then the match was over. So.
On the feet tonight, it was obvious the theme was they're going to shoot, we're going to counter. Was that kind of it?
Well, you got to have a defense, and if you don't have an offense, and so we wrestled well on our feet. We scored a lot of takedowns. Offense is a lot better, but when they're making bad shots, you got to take advantage of that. So that's what the kids did. That's what they're trained to do, and I'm happy with their performance.
Yeah, you gave up that 12 points on the forfeits down the stretch there, but Kelsey Ibarra, sophomore, knocking off a senior tonight with that pin. That was a great match.
Yeah, she likes wrestling in these varsity matches. She's had I think 3 of them in 2 years, and she's 2-1 on varsity. She's 2-2. She did wrestle one young man, and he did beat her, so she's 2-2. But she's 2-1 against the girls, and she wrestles really well when she's under pressure. I'm starting to see that. So if she can just focus that towards the postseason, then hopefully she'll make it a long ways, hopefully to state. We'll see what happens.
Well, speaking of which, best of luck in getting through districts, regionals, and on to state for your club.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to have you guys here.
You bet. Ed Valdez joining us here. We're going to take a 60-second break and come back and wrap it up from Wenatchee High School as the IKE Cadets knock off the Panthers here 36-33. We're back right after this on the NCW Life Channel. One more time around here at Wenatchee High School as they almost take the camera out. So we're okay. It's all good as the Wenatchee Panthers fall on a heartbreaker here tonight to Eisenhower. 36-33 the final. So to recap what happened here tonight, it all started at 126 pounds. And a great match to start the night as Jacob Tumening was able to get the victory 6-5 over Eric Chavez at 126 to give Wenatchee an early lead in this one. But it was kind of back and forth from there as Alex Cardenas was able to knock off Leo Gutzweiler at 132 pounds. Then another win for Eisenhower with Damian Pacheco knocking off Alan Swan 9-5 at 138. And Jordan Velasquez, another tight match and another good win for Wenatchee. 8-7 the final in that one at 145 pounds over Eric Contreras to get the victory. That closed the gap to 8-6. Wenatchee trailing at that point. Then it was a pin for Miguel Villegas over Orlando Rodriguez at 152 and a 15-4 win by Tony Barajas at 160 pounds over Pedro Acevedo. At that point, it looked a little nervous here for Wenatchee to stay in it as they trailed by a score of 18-6 at that point. But then it was a pin for Kean Davis, a pin for Lucas Carranza, a pin for Jose Galarza. Suddenly, Wenatchee was back on top, 24-18. It looked like the Panthers were going to get their first win of the season, but not to be here tonight as Andy Jimenez Manriquez got a win, but then a pin by Damian Ramirez, then a couple of forfeits, even though the Wenatchee's Kelsey Abar was able to get a pin at 113 pounds. Those forfeits really hurt, as we heard from Ed Valdez just a moment ago. So 36-33, our final score here tonight as Eisenhower gets the win. I wanted to thank our crew here tonight. Becca Freemuth back in the studios. We had Dan Coots and JC back here to help with our line producing tonight for Michael Price and for Jessica Medina up in the stands. Thank you very much for joining us here for wrestling again tonight on the NCW Life Channel. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Have a great evening, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for joining us for Wenatchee High School Panther Wrestling on the NCW Life Channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you in part by the Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club, the Windmill Restaurant, Les Schwab Tires, Confluence Health, TC Slingers, and the Walkabout Grill. We now return to our normal programming on your source for local sports, the NCW Life Channel.